almost sounds like a muscle car. Yeah.
It does sound like American muscle car.
I like it.
It sounds good.
Man, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be extremely exciting because I think we will have, to my knowledge, the first straight piped S65, at least of this generation, a C217 Coupe in the world. We all know that RS7 has been straight piped for almost a year here now, but today it is the V12's turn, and I'm extremely excited about this. You know, what's it gonna sound like, especially when it's opened up? Is it still gonna keep that, you know, very noticeable AMG growl, that typical exhaust note that AMGs have? But you know, I want to get out of here and get this going because it's going to be a full day process. So for the last time, we're going to do a cold start with the exhaust being stocked. Yeah, she definitely needs to open up. I mean, the wind is just louder than the actual exhaust note, so, oh man, this is going to be so interesting. A V12 AMG straight piped. What the hell is this thing going to sound like? Now, one thing that is important to point out, because I've seen certain comments and so on, is to note that this car is not going to sound like any kind of Ferrari V12 or Lambo V12 or anything like that. Those are different type of engines. They are also NA engines, like they have no forced induction whatsoever. So we're not gonna get this high-pitched screaming, you know, Ferrari F12, you know, sound that we had back in the day, but it's gonna be a different and I think very interesting V12 note. So man, I can't wait. This is gonna be so cool. And I'll be explaining here shortly, but the down pipes, they're gonna need modified. The system that we're getting is for an S-Class sedan, which is longer. They don't have a system like this for the Coupe. So really the only parts that will have to be modified are the down pipes. Pretty much everything else is the same. So we're gonna have to cut the down pipes and measure, make sure everything is, you know, sitting on there properly. Some welding needs to be done and all that good stuff. And of course, the system is from Frequency Intelligent, once again, FI. We're gonna have a full valve system, so you know, you can drive in quiet mode. It will be this quiet on the highway, even though it is straight pipe. That's the only way I would really do a system like this, because it can't be like drony and loud all the time. I mean, you guys know I love loud, but not all the time. Sometimes you want quiet, so yeah. All right, well, we're here, Auto Illusions. Before we get to installing here, we gotta get some pre-exhaust revs, of course. Here we go. She sounds good, man. But as we always say, she can sound a whole lot better. The one difference with this car versus like the C63s that I've had before, it doesn't have the crackling at revving. It does have some like crackling when you're letting off the gas pedal and stuff, so it'll just be interesting to see the difference in this car versus the other AMGs that I've had once the exhaust is on. So enough babbling, let's get to installing. Here we go.
Disclaimer.
So look what we just found out. We're removing this heat shield underneath here, and I'm like, where the hell are the mufflers? This car doesn't have mufflers because someone at some point removed them. See, this pipe is different from that one. So this car has had a muffler delete the whole time without me even knowing. It's kind of weird. I've wondered why sometimes during certain RPMs the car almost feels a little drony. It sounds drony, which is odd for an S-Class. It shouldn't be that way in stock format. But this kind of explains it a little bit because it has a muffler delete, and I feel like it should be a lot louder with the muffler delete, but thank God it didn't have mufflers, because it would have been even quieter during the few months that I've owned this car so far. The only thing that kind of confused me is the one that I reviewed at LW, the black one that we reviewed in like April or something like that. I'm wondering if that has the same setup as this one, because they sound just the same. The black one even slightly louder during a cold start. So it's just very interesting. One thing that we definitely need is ceramic pads, because it's horrific. You clean them, they look great when they're, you know, clean, but a few miles later it's horrible. Nick and Mike are working on getting the old exhaust off, and we have the new one out here, looking pretty, but it is really, long. Looks like it connects to this motorcycle here. I didn't know it was going to be this long. So these downpipes here are the ones that's going to be, or have to be modified a little bit. We don't know exactly how much yet, because S-Class sedan is slightly longer than a coupe, so yeah. But I think it's going to work out great. Look at that thing. I'm going to try to count how many cars I've had their exhaust on now. So the first 205 C63, and then we did the first 204. No, then we did the Ferrari, and then we did the first 204 C63, and then we did the R8, and then we did the second 204 C63, and then we have the R7, and now the S65. I think I got that right. I think. That's 7 cars with them. Obviously never had an issue whatsoever. Exhaust sounds amazing. They have valves. They have loud mode, quiet mode. I love it.
That's got to mount, that's got to mount. So once we figure that out,
This goes right to the back of the H plate.
and I would have no problem saying that maybe this extension is your
So
problem.
wait a second, what is this? Secondary cat delete removal or what?
That's stock.
That's stock? Because it looks like there was like
You can tell by the welds. That's machine
Yeah.
weld.
Yeah, see, this is aftermarket. Yeah. Yeah, a little different. I can even tell the difference. I don't know anything about welding. So we're trying to measure here. We might just cut right here on the mid pipes instead of obviously messing around with the down pipes. But it is the down pipes that are a little too long. So in the meanwhile, check this out. You gotta remember these wheels that were on my old F-150 when we lifted it. It's the second wheel set that we got on the truck. Now they're on Vince's F-150. He only has a leveling kit on there, so yeah. There was quite a lot of cutting needed for these to even be able to fit, but they look good, man. They look good on this truck. So here's the interesting part. This is the old exhaust. We have the cats. If you look at it, it doesn't really even have a resonator. And then they did the muffler delete, so we're really gonna see how much of a difference in the sound these cats make with having just catless downpipes. Now we have the downpipes on, and we're gonna get a little startup here. It's gonna be warm, but still we gotta get a startup before the whole exhaust is on there. Oh, that's different. Yeah. Dude, that's louder than I thought it was gonna be. Because it's still warm. Dude, that's growly, man. I love it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. It almost sounds like a muscle car. Yeah.
I mean, it does. Yeah, like American muscle car. Yeah.
I like it.
It sounds good.
Dude, that's dope. All right, man. So yeah, we're getting the rest of the exhaust on. We don't think we're gonna have to cut anything because we actually fitted the muffler part here. Took the tips out. I think we're gonna be good. So we're just putting everything together. But we were talking. When we did that startup, the car sounds like a American V8. It almost sounds like we LS swapped it. Very interesting note. It's gonna be cool to see when the full exhaust is on. Obviously do a comparison, you know, with the valves open and then with the valves closed. So yeah, maybe I should clickbait the title of this video. Tell everybody that I LS swapped. My 65. No, we're not gonna do that, but it'd be funny. So the boxing or the actual packaging is always very nice from F5. So we get the little remote here for the valves, and that's pretty much the only thing that's left to install. And then we're done. So look at this. We got the tips on. Everything is on. No cutting required. So that was actually a pleasant surprise. We'll take a look at the full exhaust here now because this is like the last time we see it. It looks real nice. It's up in there. Actually wasn't hard to reach that spot either, unlike it was on the 204, which was awful.
There you go.
Yeah. Dude, we're almost done. Some wiring and stuff needed for the valves, but yeah. All right, full exhaust is on. Valves should be open. We haven't installed them yet, but yeah, go. Oh yeah! Oh, dude, that sounds so good. Oh, you hear the turbos? Oh, you hear the Oh, we got some crackles too. Oh, I like it. And that's not even a cold start. I can't wait for the cold start tomorrow. That's gonna be dope. Wow. Oh. Dude, that sounds badass.
That sounds awesome.
How high did you rev it? Like
4.5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Turbos.
Yeah, you do hear them turbos. I like that. Oh yeah. It has some crackles. I like it. Look at this. We got Nick, the wiring king. Putting ish together here. We're almost done. This is for the valve, so once it's done, it's finito. We're gonna get another startup, open valves, and then close them. We can see the difference, and then we're out of here. I can't wait. There's a button, Nick. Oh, Jesus Christ. So this isn't some fucking Chevrolet. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, it's an SS.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Oh. Dude, that is so loud. Well, there we go. All right, give it a few reps. See? It's more quiet than it was stock.
Yeah.
Hold on. I love it. Damn, that sounds so good. Oh, listen to that turbo. Oh yeah.
In case you want to do the garage door opener,
Show the peoples.
number one could be your garage door.
Yeah.
Second one, open.
That is so cool.
Third one,
Close.
there it goes. All right, yeah, you got to give it a second.
So we can open and close the valves with the home link buttons on the rear view mirror. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Open them up real quick. That is so dope. I love it. So we're about to bounce here. Huge thanks to Vince, Mike, and Nick at Auto Illusions. If you guys live in the area, check them out. You guys know I've been doing tons of work with them. Even before when Rich owned this place. Now it's Vince who owns it. Hit them up, 412-264-2303. Oh yeah, what a difference. It's not like obnoxiously loud or anything. It's just perfectly opened up. This is what the car should sound like. Stock, in my opinion. It was way too quiet before. This is way better. All right, let's close the valve real quick. Let's not. Look how quiet. It's way more quiet than it was stock when the valves are closed. It's just perfect. That's what I love about this exhaust system. It's completely daily drivable. And then if you want it really loud, obviously it is really loud. right, so we're going about, let's say 85 miles an hour on the highway, and there's absolutely zero drone, like no drone whatsoever. There's never going to be a reason for me to turn these valves off. That's how good this exhaust system is. It's just open up. Once you hit it, it just sounds the way that it's supposed to sound. But just for shits and giggles, we're gonna turn it off anyway. I'm downshifting, you can't hear anything. All you hear is like road noise. You don't hear any exhaust. It's like completely quiet, way more quiet than it was when it was completely stopped, or had a muffler delete, I should say, as we figured out during the install process. Oh, it sounds so grunty and mean and angry. Oh, the downshift. Yeah, baby. Well, good morning. It's 8:09 the next day, and we don't have the car in the garage because I kept it outside because we need a proper cold start for once. And the thing is, during the summer here, sometimes, you know, it doesn't go below 80 degrees overnight. And then the car sits in the garage, and like the heat from the car, everything's trapped in here. So I feel like many times you start it up in the morning, it's like still warm. But now, we actually was in the 50s last night, so we should get a proper cold start. This is how nerdy and geeky I am about these damn cold starts. But it's an AMG V12. We're gonna see with straight pipe cold start. Sounds like. Yeah, so I think it's time for the ceremonial let her rip. Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to sound like. Just listen to this when you're just puffing around the neighborhood. I'm saying it's the low RPMs, the low speeds. That's actually where it sounds the best. It's not when it's like opened up at higher speeds. This really is the most livable V12 that you can own. I mean, it really is, because it's not obnoxiously loud, but it has a very distinctive, unique sound that no other V12 that I've ever heard has. But we got to get like a flyby and see what that sounds like. Alright, well there we have it. The car sounds like it's supposed to sound now, all thanks to Frequency Intelligent. Of course, check them out. I promise they have something for your car as well, so I'll link them in the description. Thanks to Auto Illusions as well for always doing a great install job. It turned out to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. F5 were the ones that said you might have to, you know, cut in the pipes to make it a little shorter. I'm glad we didn't have to do that. It fit just perfectly. So if you have an S65 or an S63 or something like that, you can make it sound a whole lot better, man. I think that's gonna do it for today's video. It's approaching 20 minutes already. Got plenty more time to make fun videos in the S65. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a huge thumbs up. If you're stopping by for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, dude, that sounds so good. Oh, we got some crackles too. Oh, I like it.